Hi everyone, Adarsh here. So this is a continuation video of Servlet 3 specification series, where earlier we have seen how we can create a servlet with the help of Servlet 3 API annotation, and then we have seen how we can create and configure the filter for the servlet by using Servlet 3 API specification. And in this video we're gonna see how we can configure multiple URL for the servlet, for the single servlet, by using Servlet 3 specification. So I have done the coding part and I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough of that. So this is a Maven based application, so we have a POM file. So first have a look on the POM file, where we have a group ID, artifact ID, version, packaging as a war file, name, URL, organization tag, license tag, developer tag. Then we have a bunch of repository configurations. We have a properties. So in the properties we have application project name, source code encoding, JDK version, SLF4J version, and Servlet API version, which is 3.1.0 release. And then we have a dependencies here, dependencies tag, where we have a servlet dependency, which is group ID is javax.servlet, and artifact is javax.servlet -API, and version is 3.1.0 release. And then we have a SLF4J configurations here, and SLF4J log4j 12 configuration. Then we have a build tag, where we have a final name tag, which is for the final war file name, and then we have a bunch of plugins configured here. So first plugin which we have, it's a Apache Maven standard compiler plugin. And then second plugin which we have, it's a embedded JT container plugin, which is 9.2.11 version. So what it does, basically it gonna download a JT embedded container for this web application, and deploy the complete war file into that container and execute that. So need not to deploy this web application somewhere else in other external container. For testing purpose, this is very fruitful for us. And then we have a standard Maven war file plugin, so where we have mentioned that in case of missing a web.xml, it should not fail, because in this application we don't have web.xml file, because everything we have configured with the help of annotation. So we have resources, where we have a log4j.xml. here we have only console appender configured here. And then we have a help, where we have a help.txt, where we have a Maven commands for building and for executing JT container, and then bunch of URL for that servlet. And inside the package com ESpark Adarsh, we have a my servlet MultipleUrl, where we have a servlet my servlet MultipleUrl extend from HTTP servlet, where we have overridden the do get and do post method and calling do process method internally. So in the do process method, what we are doing, we are just getting a config, and from that config we are getting a parameter 1, parameter 2, getting the response and writing that response to the stream, where we have just passing a parameter and the current date as a. So we are returning the parameters, servlet config parameters with the date. So if we see the configuration, so this servlet annotated with the @web servlet, then the URL we have configured multiple URL for this, which first one is slash my servlet MultipleUrl, second one is anything with the .do extension, and third one is my servlet slash my servlet. So any of these URL can be used to access this servlet. And name of the servlet, this is a logical name of the servlet, and then description about the servlet, display name of the servlet, load on startup is configured as a 1, init parameter for the servlet is parameter 1, parameter 2, and value 1 and value 2. So that's how we have created a servlet with the help of annotation here. So let's build this code and execute the JT container mvn clean package. So this is a command to build the code. So build is successful, mvn jt:/run. So we are executing a JT container, embedded JT container. So here you can see that container started, web container started. So first URL which I'm gonna use is this one. So first URL which I have configured, this is my servlet multiple URL. So you can see that we got the response and timing is 35.16.35.45. Then the second URL configured with the .2 extension. So here you can see 36.08, same response, only the time change. And third one, that was my servlet / my servlet. So here you can see the 36.22 in the same response. So we have configured multiple URLs to access one servlet. So here you can see the do get method got executed for us. So I'm gonna save this piece of code into my GitHub repository, which is github.com Adarsh Kumar Singh /Java_JEE. So I have pushed my earlier application into the same location, and I'm gonna save this piece of code into the same, so you can pull it up and you can play around with that. I hope this will help you to understand the concept as well as how we can write a servlet with the help of annotations in servlet specification 3. And please share your comments or thoughts, comments, and subscribe my channel. I hope this will help you to increase your knowledge, and I'll come up with something new and interesting. Till then, take care. Bye.